Hello, this is Family Aspect. Every child needs a father figure in their lives. Every child, male child, female child, needs a father figure in their lives. The absence of a father figure would turn a child to become societal menace, societal disaster, and actually a vegetable. What I mean by that is there are so many lives today, children around the world today, who have been in a place of social menace, social disaster, because of the absence of fatherhood, the absence of a father figure. And also, although we have the presence of a man, of a father in their life, but the absence of the fatherhood, the absence of a father figure is a major problem of our children today. Today, I want to share with you the very importance of father figure to a child and what to look out for and what you can do as a father, as a husband, to begin to focus the attention and the interest of your children in the right direction. Now, hear this. The first thing that a child will need from a father is emotional and physical, psychological stability. Emotional and psychological stability. Every child that is born of a woman needs emotional stability, needs psychological stability. What does that mean? We're referring to the way that a child is prepared for the future. You are preparing that child for the future by building their self-esteem, by building their self-confidence, by building them to be resilient in life, to be resilient. This is what a child needs as a pillar for strength, a pillar for courage and comfort and security in their lives. You have to be there to provide for them the emotional and psychological stability. And the way you do it is to build their self-worth, build their self-confidence. Don't be a man or a father that destroy the confidence of your children. Don't be a man or a father that destroy the abilities that they have. You have to be a source of confidence to them, a source of resilience to them. You have to help them know that life requires these skills to survive. So, as a father figure, this is what you present. This is what you present. You present to them self-esteem. You present to them resilience. Why are you doing this? Because you're building in them a pillar of strength. You're building in them a pillar of comforts and security for the future. And that is very important. Number two, a father must know that he is a role model to a child. Every child, a male child, a female child, every child requires a role model to succeed. They need you to be the first mentor in their life. You have to be the role model for a daughter to understand what kind of a man to get married to in the future, to understand how to relate with a man or woman. You have to be a role model to a son, to know how to behave as a man, how to respond to challenges, how to be a full masculine, how to function in his masculinity. Your role is to be that man that guides them, that helps them to be, because that is you as their role model. You model behavior in them. You model behavior in them. Teaching your children to navigate life's challenges. What a skill. What a miss of a father figure. Think about it. A child without this, what life would they live? Terrible life, confused life. You're teaching them, you're modeling them. For sons, you teach them, provide them an example of a healthy masculinity. For a daughter, you provide for them, be a role model of respectful male behavior. You want to show them what it means to have to note and recognize respectful male behavior. What kind of a man do you want to spend your life with? What kind of a woman do you want to be? You show them that model, you see, shaping their future. You are to teach them about relationship, about family life for the future. You are to teach them how to prepare for that. This is your responsibility, a father figure. The father figure. You are the one to help your children to learn. They have to understand what education means. I'm not talking about going to school. I'm talking about educating yourself, self-education, learning from the streets, learning what the schools will not put in their curriculum that you need to be a success in life. You want to be the one that will guide them in that direction, because you see, you cannot give what you don't have. Very important, the father figure. What about societal development? What about societal development? You want to be able to guide your children as a father figure to develop social skills, societal skills. They have to learn social skills, such as how to respect people. You see, in our day, in our world today, especially all over Europe, you will hardly see a respectful child greeting an elder. Good morning. Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. You hardly see, except a child that is well taught these things I'm talking about. You walk around the street, as you walk, just walk by any public schools. You see children walking past elders without even looking, as though they did not exist. In fact, we even have children that hardly will greet their teachers good morning. Where is the respect? They've lost societal values. It has become a culture of the nations in Europe, because these are things they have allowed to be and exist within them, within the society for long more than 2 years. It has become a culture, a habit, a negative habit that was permitted into the community, and now it becomes a role model for everyone living in. It's like a culture for them. People don't greet anymore. Children don't say hello to elders. They don't know how to greet elders with respect. You have to teach your children these social skills. You're teaching them these social skills. Hence, your responsibility. Hence, your responsibility to teach them social skills. You see, you teach them to learn to be empathetic. Empathy, skills needed for the society to have a solid, gracious society. Empathy. You teach your children to be empathetic with others. You teach your children to have effective communication. Communication is so important. It's one of the greatest social skills that you must place for your children. You must be a figure of that to your children. Communication, effective communication. In a society today, the use of words have become a taboo. Many children haven't learned how to use words. You want to teach your children the power of words, the use of words, how to use words to change circumstances, how to use words to encourage, how to use words to describe things accurately, how to use words to build. Communication, how to talk to people the way is suitable, how to address situations with words, the power of words. effective communication. How we need that in our community for our children. We need them to have that. I'm talking about father figure. We have to create these thoughts. You have to create this thought. See, you're preparing them to live a life outside the community. I mean, outside the family. You're teaching them how to live a life outside the family. You're teaching them how to prepare themselves for a life outside the boundaries of the family. When you teach them social skills, you're teaching them how to survive. Social skills. Very important. Is a role model that you must present to your children. Social skills. Very important. And then a father figure must be the one that set the boundaries of discipline. You have to set discipline and boundaries for your children. Understand what it means. Because you see, a father figure helps and plays a key role in setting rules, moral rules, obligations, values. There's so much lawlessness amongst our children. The practice of lawlessness is a terrible thing. It is a father figure's role to enforcing. You got to enforce it. Enforcing discipline. Enforcing discipline. I'm talking about structures. You want to put structure in place that help children to do well. Structures. You're putting structures in place. The father figure. You're setting structures that help them to live a life that they're supposed to live. A structure for a happy home, a structure for a good career, a structure for a good person, a human that is out there to be a blessing, a helper, a supporter. You put in structure and putting disciplines in place to walk in the right paths for their lives. That's very important. I have so much to share with you, but these today is a take home for you. And I encourage fathers and mothers out there to please take this seriously. What kind of society do you want to have? What kind of generation are you raising? Do you know that you and your children, you represent a generation? What are you going to leave behind? What kind of generation are you leaving behind as a father, as a mother? Have you talked about it? Have you considered it? It is the values and rules and regulations and value system that you give to your children that will be the legacy that matters to them the most. This is the test of time. This is what will stand the test of time. This is what they need to succeed and survive. This is what they will look back on and say, this is what my parent taught me to be. They are the reason why I'm like this today, good or bad. It's up to you. The legacy is yours to leave. Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this section of this video. Listen, follow, like, and subscribe wherever you're watching this content from. We have more of this coming your way. And I'll see you in the next one. God bless you. Bye.